Alright guys, so I'm out here once again at one of my maintenance clients, and this one, most of the time she only asks for the exterior to be done. This is one that I've done the Gary Dean Infinite Force Field on, so I usually have been maintaining that with the force field boost. But anyhow, that's a separate video about that. So, oh yeah, the reason I say that is, you see the vacuum out. I usually just go ahead and I throw that in. I just do a real basic interior, and so, you know, I vacuum it out. I do pull the WeatherTech formats out, and so what I'm about to do with these is take the Tornador Classic with some super clean diluted 4-to-1 in it, and hopefully y'all can see the dirt on here. You know, it's not super heavy, but what I'm about to show is that, you know, I could take a squirt bottle and microfiber towel and wipe it down, but see, if you can see these ridges here. So normally, yeah, I would take a brush. I would take a brush to it to get in those grooves. But with the Tornador, it just does a good job. I'm able just to, you know, go over it real quick, and it gets in those grooves for me and just kind of washes all this off. It does a real good job. You know, if you've seen one of my I made another earlier video about the Tornador Classic versus the black. You can go back and watch that. It's not the best video in the world, but I tried to get the point across that I definitely recommend the Classic over the black. And here's another thing, I've mentioned this in a video before, but this cone here, if you can see, it has a stainless steel lining in it. And so this cone, I believe I got it off Amazon. I believe it was like $21, something like that. Basically the same price as the all plastic replacement cone that you know, you buy for these, because the one that comes with the Tornador Classic is all plastic, and what happens is that inner liquid tube there with those blue weights on it, you know, it's constantly rubbing up against, you know, the edge of, or the inside of that cone. And in the all plastic one, it wears grooves in it, and it actually makes the plastic rough. It doesn't wear in smooth, it wears in kind of rough, which means it breaks. It'll break those rubber weights down, or plastic weights down on that inner liquid tube. It breaks it down even quicker. So getting this stainless steel lined cone, not only is, you know, it doesn't feel like it's wearing any kind of grooves. You can see where it's marking it, you know, kind of scratching it, I guess. And that's mainly probably because that inner liquid tube there was already like scratched up and rough, which since I put the stainless steel cone on, it's smooth. It has made those weights smooth again. And so what I'm getting at is, not only should this cone last much longer, but your inner liquid tube should last longer, because it's staying smooth, and it's not, you know, it's not getting rough in here and wearing this down so fast. Hopefully you can see that. So, you know, that's one of the things that the black had over the Classic, is that the inner liquid tube inside it's a different design, and it doesn't make contact. It doesn't scrape around the edge. You know, it just spins in a tight circle, you know, on the inside. It doesn't touch that cone, and so that's maintenance that you don't have there. However, it does have, you know, it rides on ball bearings inside there. I can't remember how much that piece was to replace those bearings, and it's got a spring in there in the inner liquid tube, but I know it wasn't cheap. you know, so it's supposed to last longer than the cone, the stock cone and the inner liquid tube. You know, but I just think you'd end up spending about the same money. However, I think you will save money in the long run if you get this stainless steel cone, because then I think all you'll have to replace is this inner liquid tube. And as time goes on, you know, I'll report back in, but I can tell I'm not even close yet to having to replace this inner liquid tube. Now I haven't put a ton of hours on this, but you know, I can just tell it was wearing down way faster when I had that stock plastic cone, and now that I've swapped over to this stainless steel one, it's not, you know, it's smoothed this back out, and it's just not wearing that groove in the stainless steel. So you know, say all that to say, I definitely recommend, if you're gonna get one of the two, the Classic. I mean, not only is it cheaper than the black by about $70, I think, but it just works better. You know, I did a lot of testing with the black versus the Classic, and the Classic used less air, which, you know, it's supposed to be the other way around. The black was supposed to use less air than the Classic, but the Classic used less air, and it seemed like it just had more power. And I can tell you this, if I'm doing, like when I'm doing carpet formats, and they're really bad, when I would use the Classic, it would pull. Now it's kind of, you know, it'll get you kind of dirty, because it's literally, you know, it's weird because you're shooting compressed air, but yet it pulls the dirt out, and the dirt will come out and hit you. And it goes inside the cone, so you do want to have like a bucket of water or something, and periodically, you know, you just dunk it in the water, squeeze trigger for a second, and it'll clean it out. No big deal. But it seemed like it cleaned much better, because when I used the black didn't do that at all. So it was kind of like the black was just moving it around. You know, sometimes it'd fling it out to the side, but it definitely didn't pull it out like the Classic did. So the Classic just worked a lot better, especially on bad, you know, light colored carpet formats. You could really tell the difference. I mean, you can feel the difference if you're using them. Because like I said, that dirt will come back off and hit you. But it's not a big deal. You know, don't think too hard into that. Like I said, I prefer it because to me that was just, it was cleaning just that much better, way better. So anyhow, I'm about to do these formats, and I might show you a little clip of it real quick of it working here in just a second. All right guys, so we're going to give you a quick little shot right here. I'm going to turn the liquid on, and here we go. Hopefully y'all can see that. We'll get him to come in just a little bit closer, and hopefully y'all can see just how quick and easy this is breaking that dirt up. So that quick, it took care, you know, I got to wipe it down with my edgeless creature towel from the rag company. I love these things. I also love I highly recommend the minks. To be honest with you, I think they feel better than the Eagle edgeless. So some people will, you know, disagree with me there, but get them both and feel for yourself. So, you know, as opposed to if I took a spray bottle and would have sprayed this, you know, some super clean, and then took my brush and sat there and brushed and agitated, and, you know, then come with my towel, I just, you know, the Tornador, I think it's just as fast, if not faster, and it delivers. It does good results. You know, I highly recommend the Classic over the Black. I think the Tornador is a very good tool. There's many uses for it, especially in the interior, but there's even uses for it on the exterior. I've done tires and rims with it. You know, like I say, if you're just starting out and you don't have the money to buy a Tornador, because you got to have a compressor as well. Although I've said that before, with this Classic, you can get away with using a smaller compressor. More so because the Black uses quite a bit more air. I know it says it uses less, but promise me, I tested it. But if you don't have the money for it, like I said, I would use a spray bottle and a brush, and then just a microfiber, and it'll work just fine. But you know, if you're in the market shopping and looking at the Tornadors, and you know, most people probably would automatically just go to the Black because it's supposed to be better than the Classic. But that's why I keep saying this in videos, is I hope this gets out to people, and you know, it's just the Classic is the better tool. It just happens to be cheaper, and like I said, you get that cone, that stainless steel lined cone for 20-something bucks, and you've got a good tool. Better than the Black, in my opinion. So you know, that'll pretty much do it for this video here. And like always, you know, I encourage y'all to leave comments. You know, if y'all have any questions, please send them, and I'll get back to you as fast as possible. And you know, also, just, you know, y'all let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if y'all want to see videos on certain topics, or you know, or tools doing certain things. So I'm always up for ideas on what to shoot videos on. You know, I want to make videos that people want to see. So you know, y'all leave those comments. But till next time, y'all be good, or be good at it.